Today you're going to take the Common Quarterly Assessment, Part 1. Do the best you can. I can read the questions, but I can't read the passages. So the first thing you need to do is read that passage about Kias. Question number 1. What type of literature is this selection? Okay, with this question, I want you to think about the words that you do know what it means. A, personal narrative, so you know what a narrative is. B, expository essay. C, persuasive essay. You know what persuasive means. D, allegory. We haven't heard that word all year, so what are the odds that's the answer? Hint, hint. Number 2, based on details in this selection, which answer choice best expresses the author's purposes for writing? A, to inform and persuade. B, to entertain and persuade. C, to entertain and inform. D, to inform and reflect on an experience. Number 3, which statement most accurately summarizes the main idea of this selection? A, the Kia's physical appearance leads many people to mistake it as a hawk. B, the Kia is a curious, hungry bird that can survive by eating almost anything. C, the Kia is a curious, intelligent, and often destructive bird. D, native people of New Zealand named the Kia to mimic the bird's greeting call. 4. Which statement from this passage is an example of a comparison? A, the Kia is a large green parrot that lives in mountainous regions in New Zealand. B, then, they use their agile feet and strong beaks to pick up stones. C, like other parrots, the Kia has an extremely large forebrain. D, the pesky Kia definitely uses its problem-solving skills. So which one of those statements is a comparison? Number 5. If a hiker wrote a short story based on a similar experience with Kias, what type of conflict would the short story most likely involve? A, an external conflict, people against nature. B, an external conflict, one person against another. C, an external conflict, a person not being able to perform a task well. D, an internal conflict, a person not being able to make a decision. Number 6, which of the following words best describes the tone of this selection? Give one piece of evidence from the passage to support your choice. Write your response in the answer document. So you're going to write one of these 4 words into the answer document by question number 6. Then you're going to use evidence from the text to support why you chose peaceful, humorous, formal, or harsh. The Scantron sheet beside number 6 should be blank. Number 7. Which of the following questions might help you confirm the accuracy of the details in an article about the dangers of mountain climbing? A, what other kinds of hobbies do young Americans enjoy? B, what is the average temperature at the summit of Mount Everest? C, what kind of mountain climbing equipment is necessary for safety? D, what other subjects has this author written about? Eight, which phrase best describes the author's voice in this passage? Because I was late for school on Tuesday, I missed the principal's announcement that Wednesday's costume day had been canceled. Imagine how I felt when I climbed onto the bus the next morning wearing a chicken costume. A, confident and proud. B, happy and grateful. C, light and humorous. D, worried and tense. Okay, next you're going to read this selection about Bet and Ralph, then answer the following 4 questions. So pause the recording and read that section, then start it again and listen to question number 9. Number 9. What is ironic about the ending of this story? What type of irony is used? Write your answers in your answer document. You should have nothing bubbled on the Scantron beside number 9. Number 10. How does the reader learn about the characters in this passage? A, through dialogue, B, through description, C, through setting, D, through irony. 11. Write a subjective statement and an objective statement below. Label your sentences. Write your answer in your answer document. Number 12. Based on the passage, what is the relationship between Bet and Ralph? Give one piece of evidence from the text to support your answer. Write your answer in your answer document. Now you're going to read the passage from the diary of Lady Bird Johnson, wife of President Lyndon Johnson, written on the day that President John F. Kennedy was assassinated. Then answer the following 7 questions. 13. What point of view is used in this passage? Support your answer with a piece of evidence from the text. Write your answer in your answer document. There should be nothing bubbled beside number 13 on your Scantron. 14. Which answer choice best describes the type of writing in this passage? A, informational, B, autobiographical, C, persuasive, D, problem and solution. 15. What is the author's purpose in writing this text? A, to entertain, B, to inform, C, to persuade, D, to inspire. 16. What does the author mean when she writes, "Only then did I believe that this might be what it was"? A, that she thought firecrackers had gone off. B, that she could not believe what was happening. C, that she thought the Secret Service was performing a drill. D, that she realized that the president had been shot. 17. What detail might be excluded if this incident were reported in the form of a news article? A, the exact number of shots that were fired. B, dialogue between the author and Senator Yarborough. C, the location of the motorcade when the shots were fired. D, the place to which the occupants of the automobiles were taken. 18. Based on context clues, what is the meaning of the word gala as it is used in this passage? A, annoying, loud. B, mournful or sad. C, festive or suitable for a celebration. D, courageous or honorable. 19. If you were writing a research report on the assassination of President Kennedy, how might you use this piece of writing? A, as a primary source. B, as a secondary source. C, as an unreliable source. D, as part of the index. Number 20. Why is technical language often used in advertisements? A, to explain and illustrate complex concepts. B, to make the ads seem as if they were written by experts. C, to appeal to customers who want to learn. D, to make people question the information being presented. 21. Which 3 images are the focus of this poem? A, birds in the trees, night, burned wood. B, the fall, twilight, a dying fire. C, cold weather, death, ashes. D, a choir of birds, sunset, youth. 22. Part 1. Which of the following is the best paraphrase of lines 1 through 4 of this poem? Paraphrase means to put it in your own words. A, you may see that my youth is passing, like in autumn when leaves fall from trees. B, the narrator is a tree which has lost all of its leaves in autumn. C, I am in the time of year when the leaves fall from the trees. D, the time of life when youth passes is like sun fading at the end of the day. Okay, so you'll write A, B, C, or D on your answer document. Do not bubble one of those into the Scantron. Scantron beside 22 should be blank. Then you'll do part 2. Use your knowledge of the text to briefly explain why your choice is part 1. Your choice in part 1 is the correct choice. Write your answer in the answer document. 23. Based on this myth, why is the large tendon in the human body that connects the leg to the heel called the Achilles tendon? A, it is the name of the town where Achilles was born and raised. B, it is where Thetis held Achilles when she submerged him in the river Styx. C, Achilles was unaware of the importance of the tendon. D, it is the strongest tendon, just as Achilles was the strongest warrior. 24, part 1. Which of the following is most likely the meaning of the expression Achilles heel? A, a person's strength. B, a weakness in the legs or feet. C, a vulnerable spot or characteristic. D, a sickness or disease. So write A, B, C, or D on the lines in your answer document. Do not bubble anything for number 24. Part 2 of this question is to use a piece of evidence from the text to prove your answer is correct. Make sure that you have all the questions answered. Make sure your name is on your answer document. And then turn it in.